we're not perfect. Like, we're not this perfect couple, but we're perfect for us. We so perfect for each other. And people that are listening, sometimes it's easy to say, man, I want that. Like, I want that. I want what they have. And I would say not to covet what someone else have, but these are just qualities and natures we're talking about. But I believe that what's for you and who God had for you will make sense for your situation, and that person will be uniquely natured and the character defined to cover you and to protect you, and it'll be easy to submit. So, as we're saying this, I mean, I'm just really feeling like those listening, it would be, if I was listening, I would say I want that, but it comes with a cost. It comes with the sacrifice. It comes with the process of what we both endured and the life and the journeys we had to get to this point. And so when we say ready-made spouses are coming, it will fit who you are, and they would be a perfect fit. And I just wanted to say that to our audience that's listening, because I don't want people to covet and think, oh, they so perfect or they got it. No, this is just what God have given us as a reward for each other, for the sacrifices and the price we paid to even be sitting here talking like this.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Soph. Howdy.
Howdy. And I am Tommy Wilson Jr.
And this is the We Said Some podcast.
Where we literally sum everything up.
Howdy, partner.
So the hat today.
Yes.
I gotta get me a cowboy hat.
Why did you wait? Why you didn't get it? You got the belt and the boots. What?
Just want to see how you look first.
How I look?
Look good.
Like howdy?
Like you was born from Texas.
I'm born and raised in Chicago. Hikes. Flex. Sorry. Hey, everybody. We want to welcome you to sit down at our lovely podcast with me and my man of God. And today's topic, which we pulled from the audience, they want you to spill the tea, really.
Okay.
On what it's like covering me full time on the road and off the road.
Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot to impact.
So you like my sheet?
Ooh, Lord have mercy. So it's a lot. I mean, but the main thing is keeping the main thing. Mm-hmm. And that's protection.
Ooh.
In every area. All around. At all times.
Wow.
With travel, it's a lot because, you have to. It's like being in a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Expound.
You're looking around. You watching. You never know who's out there, who wants to do harm to you. Not saying that's just the case, but you have to be mindful these days, and I have to be protected as your husband, as your armor bearer, all that good stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I love this for me.
Right. It's like I'm a built-in security.
Wow.
Yeah, as a husband.
That's amazing. It feels like that. You do a excellent job. I was going to say on and off the court, but I don't play ball no more. So
I still need to play you. There's a court right down the street. We're gonna go.
That's our date night.
Okay, back on topic.
Back on topic. Okay. But yeah, so you do, and people always say you look very serious. You know what I mean?
You have to be.
You don't even smile. Can you smile now, though, before you say something? Just smile. Hit them with it.
It's a fake one. I mean, I can't. No, but you have to be serious, though. And that's what people always would say, man, you just relax. No. When you're on the job, especially what I do, you can't let up, because one little let up, something go past you. You have to be on alert at all times. It's just like when you on your job, when it's a break time, assigned break time, that's when you break.
That's really good.
So the same way is when I'm serving, being around you, being in your presence, I have to. If we just go into the store, I'm mindful. I'm watching. I'm trying to look out, because you never know. these days we know things
Yeah.
can happen. So you have to be. It's not that I'm trying to be so serious and so, but at the same time, I am really.
Well, you do such a good job too with that, because I mean I had to get used to it, and I love it. Like I remember a time we went out when we was in Chicago after the conference. Actually, I just became your fiance. Shout out to you, okay? And we were crossing the street, and there was cars coming both sides, like, and you literally like stopped traffic. You didn't have no uniform, nothing, no. Stopped traffic, and they respectfully stopped, and you got me across the street and got me in the car. And that's even all the way to now. Like we could be going into HEB or like the store, and if it's a car that pull out or whatever, it's like you know which side to get on to protect me. You always like in protection mode at all times, and like that's being, what you call that, when they say chivalry, but it's also like the way you see it is you're actually just watching, observing, and protecting, and that's a wonderful feeling.
Right. I mean, we should, as men, you should protect, and if anything goes down, then you should shield your lady, you know, and that's just been taught that for so long, and that's what I do, you know, like, and people just don't pay attention, you know, and just like that incident, you know, you never know, but I was making sure, listen, stop, you see us crossing the street.
Yeah.
Not just saying because of you and it's us, just period, you know. You not watching, you steady driving, but you see us trying to get to our vehicle.
Yeah.
Even like when the parking lots, you know, when grocery stores, you know, people don't be paying attention. So I make sure you're protected. If it's anybody gonna get hit, I get hit first.
Oh,
you be all right. You know what I'm saying?
I love this. Okay.
So I mean that's right.
Okay, so you know, it's amazing because I'm experiencing it, and what's so crazy, like it took a minute for me to adjust to it, and like I definitely was open to it and just receiving it. But I'm looking at like how all the years I was doing that alone, like going to the grocery store, leaving the house at night to run an errand. Like now, what's crazy is I act like I can't leave at night at all without
Right.
you. You know what I mean? But not realizing of how long I was doing that by myself and not really paying attention, not having nobody like protect you. Of course, God. And I think it's just phenomenal with God's covering and God protecting you. And then he sends your husband to be that amplified security for you in the earth. It's like, it's a phenomenal feeling. And I think that you do good. I want to talk about, because people see you, how you, you know, serve and how you cover and protect when it comes to ministry, and how you're very protective when it comes to just what you just really pay attention to me and make sure that I'm good. But I also like the fact that recently I had about 5 friends that came from different places. They flew in and we hung out, and we were going to hang out. And so we were actually going to rent cars and just kind of get around. And I remember talking to you, and I was like, babe, you know, I'm still kind of new to the city. And, you know, me driving people around, I don't even drive myself around like that no more. Like, I don't know what to do. And so we got the, rented the SUV, the black car. And you was like, you would drive and take us to our destinations and just, you know, make sure that we got around. And we were going a lot of places. And the way you literally, like when we went in a restaurant, you sat way over, you know, and just did your own thing, let us finish up. Or we in the mall for hours. You just parked waiting for hours. And when we come out, you picking us up at the door, opening all of our doors, making sure we all get in the car. And the same way you treated me, you treated them. And I just was like, man, you know, and I remember being so overwhelmed, and I was like thanking you, because you were literally like, you stepped into that role of security, black car driver, making sure, but to patiently wait, not text, how long y'all gonna be? I'm gonna be at home. No, you were waiting on the spots for us. And then when we went to this one spot where it's like all, you know, a lot happening, you made sure that we was good. And one of the ladies stated how she appreciated how you served all of us And the key word she said, her name Sheila, she said, I love how you watched over all of God's kingdom women and the way you served us. And that just blew me away. Like,
right. I mean, I was supposed to, you know, I'm your husband.
That's
and,
amazing.
You know, I'm looked out for you, but in the absence of their husbands, I still had to look out for them, make sure they good, because they're in my care. They're in my company. And I was your black car driver. So yes, I'm your husband that day, but I took on the role of a black car driver.
You really took on the role.
And yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. And it's with excellence. Everything is with excellence. When you're doing it, it's not just to the kingdom of God. It's not it's everything in life you should do with everything in excellence. And that's the way I treated it. You know, of course I'm gonna open your door, but I'm open their doors too. That's just who I am. I'm pretty sure if their husbands were here, they would do the same thing. So
sure.
I'm not gonna let them be without and not do just only
That's
do it
amazing.
for you. That's not right. That's not cool. And that's not my nature. So
wow.
Yeah, everybody's not. Well, that person might say, "Well, everybody's not built like you." That's right. Sure. They're not like built like me. But me, that's who I am, and that's what I give out.
It was phenomenal. When I say you were when you dropped us off at Sephora, when you dropped us off at Oza, like we pull up at the front, we wait, you get us all out, and when we walk in, the people like, yeah, we saw y'all get dropped off, trying to figure it out, and it was just excellence, Right. I was trying to flirt with you, being that you was, but you was just like, ma'am, I'm the driver. I'm like, hold on. No, hey.
I'm on the clock now.
Right. I'm like, yo, I like you. Are you married? You just letting it be known.
Happily.
Thank you. But I just appreciate that though, because, and when Sheila highlighted that, and then they just started pouring it to you, it just really touched my heart, because I'm like, most people, I'm just hanging with some friends, but to do that and you actually cared, and it wasn't even like you were with us trying to be with us. You literally was way away or in the car, and you let us do our own thing, like I said, for hours at a time. And I just think that having that responsibility and the way you see your responsibility with covering your wife, and even those who are with me at the time, and see how you serve and do that, that's something that you can't teach. That can't not be taught. That have to be in a person. So I don't know. I think God prepared you and uniquely built you. I'm gonna just be selfish and say, for me to be able to have some of the benefits of that nature that's on you,
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's in my nature to serve. My dad did that for years, and it's crazy. I didn't find out till later, when different preachers would come in. He was the designated driver to go pick him up from the airport, and I did that for years. And it's just, I take joy in that. I take pride in it, and to making them feel at home when they come. When you pick them up, you treat them with excellence. That's what it should be. Should be done. But it's just not a lot of that. And I feel good when I do it. And just the remarks, what people say, how they feel. It's just like when I drop, it's crazy because when I drop Nicole off at the airport, she was thanking me how much she was thinking. And then by the time I'm getting in the vehicle, it's someone saying, man, that's so awesome what you're doing,
not just
sir.
Someone.
And I looked and I was like, that's Kim Burrell. And I got out the car. I'm like, thank you so much. She saw that, how much what she was saying about me, making sure her bag was right and all that so she can pull it and all that. But just to be noticed it lets me know I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. You do such a good job. And so when people see me and they like, you still in La La Land, you just laughing and you just so happy, I get this treatment, and and I don't, some people can take advantage of it or get used to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just used to that. Like, I'm not used to that. Like, I just appreciated the way you treat me and the way you really look after me as a woman of God, but also as your wife. like that is, I mean, that's just top tier. And so I be in overflow happy because of the way I'm being treated. And so, yeah, and that's why I say God's reward for your life is beyond what I can give you as a wife. But the reward, the favor, just the blessings that God have for you is beyond anything you can even imagine, because of your faithfulness and the way you honor and treat me. That's a good covering, and that's a covering that and just to say this part, when people say about submitting, the submission word is so easy to submit under that. It's so easy to get under you and to trust you and to trust your leadership, because you literally you do it right. So I just want to publicly say I appreciate you for that, because you literally do it right. And this is not, you can't stage it, you can't fake it.
Right.
You are consistent with me, whether I'm on a pulpit, whether we getting off a plane, or whether I'm hanging out with some friends. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm supposed to. And I enjoy what I do. I enjoy who I am. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy how I treat you and treat others around you, because I just can't treat you right and treat them wrong. It's just not a good look.
I'm not gonna cry on the podcast. Ain't no tears ever dropped on it.
But it's just,
it's amazing.
Like you say, I mean, who you are, you should be respected, and I should respect you. And I just thank God for my parents. I just.
Yeah, shout out to your parents. They raised a good dude.
Yeah,
Are you gonna cry on the podcast? Because I'm not like.
No, I'm not gonna cry, but it's just people need to see the seriousness of it.
Sure.
I'm not saying this for glory. I'm not saying this for fame. I'm saying this because I enjoy who I am. Yeah. And I it's kind of all over the place, but that's why I like Dion. Who he is, mm-hmm. That's who he is.
Yeah,
you can't fake that. Mm-hmm. The God he served, that man loves God, and I know who I am. Don't try to make me to be someone else. Mm-hmm. I'm Tommy Wilson Jr.
Sophia's husband. Thank you. I love that. Oh, babe, this I didn't know this podcast was gonna be this good, because this it's really blessing me, and I'm sure people that's hearing it, they're gonna really be blessed. And we're not perfect, we're not this perfect couple, but we're perfect for us. We so perfect for each other. And people that are listening, sometimes it's easy to say, man, I want that. I want that. I want what they have. And I would say not to covet what someone else have. But these are just qualities and natures we're talking about. But I believe that what's for you and who God had for you will make sense for your situation, and that person will be uniquely natured and the character defined to cover you and to protect you, and it'll be easy to submit. So, as we're saying this, I mean, I'm just really feeling like those listening, it would be if I was listening, I would say I want that. But it comes with a cost. It comes with the sacrifice. It comes with the process of what we both endured and the life and the journeys we had to get to this point. And so when we say ready-made spouses are coming, it will fit who you are, and they would be a perfect fit. And I just want to say that to our audience that's listening, because I don't want people to covet and think, oh, they so perfect or they got it. No, this is just what God have given us as a reward for each other, for the sacrifices and the price we paid to even be sitting here talking like this.
Right. Your person is out there. Your person is out there.
Yeah.
It's like a fit. It's like a puzzle piece.
Yes.
Every puzzle piece don't go on the same one. One puzzle piece is designed to go on a certain one.
Yeah.
And that person is out there. You just have to endure,
for sure,
hope for, trust, and have faith that you will find your person for you.
Man, this
is good. But don't settle.
Don't settle.
That's the key. Don't settle. If you see anything,
yeah,
like I said, it's not going to be perfect.
for sure.
But too many red flags is an issue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Too many is an issue.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like this is one of the best podcasts. This show right here is really, this show I'm full. Like, I'm emotionally full because it's a lot that, and people and women and men need to hear. And I pray that even the men that are listening, they'll say and they'll see their wife or, the women of God that's in their life and see that qualification and will grab that because people need it. But, don't settle. Because one thing, like teaching, trying to teach somebody how to treat you, like, and how to handle you, especially when you are anointed. And a anointed woman of God, it takes a very special man that have been handpicked by God and prepared to be able to handle who you are in God. Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes way back to your upbringing. Who you are means a lot, but at the same time, with the new world and the social media, people get all sidetracked and they want to be like this person, be like this. I want to, like you say, oh, they seem so perfect. No, every marriage is not perfect.
Right.
Ours look good. It is good.
It is.
It is good. I mean, we have flaws too as well. But the thing is, you are you, I am me. Mm-hmm. We're not trying to be like nobody else.
Yeah.
And we're not letting no outside force try to dictate who we should be or who they think we should be. No. Yeah. Just like for me being an introvert, having discernment, I love that about me.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I can go so far, go away. That's a whole nother podcast by itself. But being able to see things before it happen.
Yeah.
And to say, babe, this is what I suggest, or this is what I see, have helped situations down the road.
That part is so important for especially newlyweds, right? Newlyweds, people that just get married, is one of the greatest things that the Lord could have told me was, just don't tell you about anybody I know, anybody that whether it's family, friends, whatever. Don't say anything to you about their character, their nature, or anything. He said, because I needed to learn early that you had the discernment, and when you discern well, you were discerning and looking out for me to protect me. And I had to grab that early, because when you've been single and independent for so long, you just kind of decipher things yourself. And a lot of times women will say, well, I ain't gonna let no man control me. He ain't gonna control me. I ain't gonna change. Well, you are, right? Number one, you are gonna change. That's a whole nother podcast. But the control is not controlling when you understand that God has given you a partner who could see for you, help you see, discern, and protect you, and they looking out. And when I tell you, it was as if like God had just, you was nailing stuff. You was seeing it before things were happening. You was just, and you really helped me make good decisions that I probably wouldn't have made for myself, because I was so used to a certain thing, or you just used to it. But as a man who stood up and that's protecting his wife, said, hey, no, this is that, and you seen ahead, and you can call a play before the play happened.
Right.
God was giving you that early, and I had to trust that. And I just thank God that he told me that, because had he not told me that, I don't know if I would have been thinking like, okay, you trying to be controlling or this or that. But it is really good for women of God, women period, when you're newlywed, to really trust that when God's seeing your husband, is not always controlling. They're actually looking out for us, because We've been so used to looking out for ourselves, and that's protection.
And that's what a good husband, but that's what a good coach does too as well, because they either play the game or know it very well to help navigate you, so you won't make the same mistake or perform at a better rate. Yeah. So what I saw with certain things, it's like, nah, this not good. So you have to be open, and but you have to be. I love being an introvert. That way, I'm able to rely on my inner self, what I see, what I feel, and that's what's needed these days. You know, you just have to go out there and do life, but also be able to help navigate for your person, for your significant other. That way you go to that next level together and not just behind the scenes.
You tried to make me cry on this podcast. This is the first podcast I got close to a tear. Wow. You was talking good. Like, if we wasn't going together, like, I would be like, brother, let's go together. You know what I'm saying? Let's get married. Yeah. You sent me that song way too quick. Jagged Edge, let's get married.
It wasn't too quick.
Babe, that was after this, on the second date. You reeled me in, boy. I'm telling you, that's a good one. I'm so glad. I pray that this video really blessed y'all, because this podcast really blessed me. Listen, God's sending you your ready-made, and he's going to come fit and going to come exactly the way God has created him to be, that's uniquely fit for you. So don't settle. Don't compromise. Just wait on God.
She summed it up. Really, that's all it is. Be you and trust your discernment. And also, whenever you see someone that you admire, you want to be with, give it your all. But if you see the red flags, if it's too many, you need to rethink that thing.
Sum that up and dip out, right?
Get out.
I love you, babe. Good podcast. All right.
See y'all next week.
Peace.